Tracking all the updates pertaining to the all-important development in the Apex Court, with the Uddhav Sena is now expected to approach the Apex Court against the Election Commission's verdict after losing the party Moniker and also the symbol, the Eknath Shinde camp, to the Eknath Shinde camp. Uddhav Thackrey is likely now to challenge that particular decision in the Supreme Court sometime today. The Uddhav faction is likely to argue in court that the Election Commission totally ignored the Uddhav Thackrey's faction's arguments while the EC considered the 1999 Sena Constitution. Uddhav Thackrey claims that the 2018 Constitution was in fact in force. They are also likely to argue that the Uddhav Thackrey faction inherited the party from Bala Saheb Thackrey. Earlier, Uddhav Thackrey had also, in a press conference, claimed that the decision on the part of the Election Commission smacks of complete injustice against the Uddhav faction.
मेरे पार्टी में कुछ लोग वहां चले गए, जाने दो, जिसकी मर्जी जाना चाहे जाए, लेकिन वो दूसरी पार्टी में जाना चाहिए। आपने जो बात कही और इसलिए मैंने कहा ना कि अरे भाई मेरे ही लोग मुझे घर से बाहर निकल रहे, क्योंकि वो घर पे ही कब्जा करना चाहते हैं। ये घर ही मेरा है, मेरे पिताजी ने उनको सहारा दिया था। ये जो सारे शिवसैनिक बैठे हैं, आज भी लाखों शिवसैनिक हैं, उन्होंने पसीना और खून बहाकर इनको बड़ा किया। अब वो मालिक बनने जा रहे हैं और हमारी संस्था भी ऐसी है कि उनको चोर को मालिक बना दिया घर का। जिस तरीके से उन्होंने शिवसेना के साथ शुरू किया है, करते जा रहे हैं, क्या बिगड़ा है हमने? आपको मेरे पिताजी का चेहरा चाहिए, लेकिन पिताजी का बेटा नहीं चाहिए जो आपके साथ था, आपको साथ आने के लिए, आगे चलने के लिए तैयार था। और सिर्फ मैंने मेरे पिताजी को, जिसको आप अपना नेता मान रहे हैं, उसी को मैंने वचन दिया था कि मैं शिवसैनिक को मुख्यमंत्री करूंगा। वो वचन निभाने वाला अगर धोखा देता है तो उसके साथ मुझे कैसे बर्ताव करना चाहिए? अमित शाह आए थे, उन्होंने कहा कि दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो गया। अब तक तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला बाकी है और दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हुआ नहीं है। आपने तो दूध में नमक डाला है, आपने दूध में नमक डाला है, उसको अभी हमें सुधारना है।
Now, the Shinde faction of the Shiv Sena has filed a caveat in the Apex Court requesting the Apex Court to not pass any orders in case the Uddhav faction had filed a petition and not without giving the Shinde camp an opportunity to be heard. This is a caveat petition that they filed. Earlier on Sunday, which was yesterday, after losing the party name as well as symbol to the Eknath Shinde camp, the former Maharashtra Chief Minister, Mr. Uddhav Thackrey, had claimed that he was the real owner of brand Shiv Sena and that the system was trying to brand thieves as owners of his father's legacy. Uddhav Thackrey lashed out at the Bharatiya Janata Party and said that those who once took the support of his father Bala Saheb have now backstabbed him, and that they wanted to use Bala Saheb's face for their own selfish reasons and vested interests, but they did not want his son to assume the mantle.
शिंदे साहब की शिवसेना को असली शिवसेना और धनुष बाण दोनों मिल गए। एक बार ताली बजाकर इनका स्वागत करिए। और जो लोग झूठ के आधार पर हुंकार भरते थे, उन लोगों को आज मालूम पड़ गया है सत्य किसके साथ है। आज मालूम पड़ गया है। गत चुनाव में मैं पार्टी का अध्यक्ष था, चुनाव मिलकर लड़े, अपनी फोटो से बड़ी फोटो मोदी जी की लगाई, देवेंद्र जी को नेता मानकर चुनाव लड़े और फिर मुख्यमंत्री बनने के लिए विरोधी विचारधारा के तलवे चाटने लगे। आज उनको सत्य क्या है वो परिचय मिल गया है।
Now, more news coming in. The Uddhav Thackrey camp of the Shiv Sena has called a meeting at noon today at Sena Bhavan in Dadar to discuss their strategy going forward. Arunil joins us for more updates on this, as does Shweta. But first, let me go across to Arunil. Arunil, this is happening at a time when there's a meeting already underway on the part of the Eknath Shinde camp to chalk a future strategy. Tell us about what we're likely to witness at the meeting called by Uddhav Thackrey now at noon later today.
Well, Uddhav Thackrey has called all his party leaders, Vibhag Pramukhs as well. Basically, Vibhag Pramukhs control around 6 MLAs in that region. He has called them for a meeting at Sena Bhavan. The main priority for Uddhav Thackeray will be to hold his people because the party name has gone. The iconic Dhanushyaban symbol, bow and arrow symbol, has also gone to CM Shinde. CM Shinde camp is already holding a meeting at their office in South Mumbai. The main priority for Uddhav Thackeray camp will be to ensure that more leaders from his party, basically the local level leaders, the corporators who will be very important to win the crucial BMC elections, which will be the make or break polls for Uddhav Thackeray, make or break litmus test for Uddhav Thackeray, to ensure that they don't lose any further leaders to the CM Shinde camp. Whereas the CM Shinde camp is already holding a meeting at their South Mumbai office. Soon they are expected to hold their first national working committee meeting with CM Shinde being declared as the main party supremo of the Shiv Sena. Developments happening thick and fast on the CM Shinde camp. We are also understanding that they soon will be approaching and meeting the Vidhan Sabha Speaker Rahul Narvekar as well to stake claim to the Vidhan Sabha office of the Shiv Sena. So yes, back-to-back blows can be expected for Uddhav Thackeray from the CM Shinde camp, who clearly have an edge now after the decision that has been made by the Election Commission. However, the options now for the Uddhav Thackeray camp will be 1A, that they will be approaching the Supreme Court today as per the leaders who were speaking on Saturday and Sunday, and B, to hold all their leaders intact, not ensure that they don't go to the other side, and also basically rally the Shiv Senics by holding protests on the ground.
Yes, Uddhav Thackeray's camp basically fighting a battle for survival here. Let me go across to Shweta as well. Shweta, also do tell us about the kind of deliberations that are taking place, not just in the Uddhav Thackeray camp, which Arunil just briefed us a short while ago, but also what's likely to be discussed in the ongoing meeting in the Eknath Shinde camp as well. He's called for a parallel meeting, which is expected to have already begun by around 9:30 this morning.
Well, that's correct, Siddharth. Let me show you where we are present. This is Bala Saheb Bhavan, situated near Mantralaya. And yes, just a short while back, we also heard MLA Sada Sarvankar, and after this, we also saw Mangesh Kudalkar going inside. Now, in fact, the meeting will begin anytime soon, where people have started coming. Let me quickly show you the view, how already police deployment is there, and here people are going to chalk out important strategy when it comes to the Vidhan Sabha office of Shiv Sena, how Eknath Shinde faction, in fact the Shiv Sena, I can say right now, will take over the assembly office there. And after this, this has also been decided that there are massive properties of Shiv Sena. There are numerous wards, how to go about it, how to take over such wards also. Now again, it's been seen that when we talk about the cabinet expansion, that remains to be a very important question that would be sorted out in the meeting as well. So yes, very crucial meeting of Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena faction, where all the representatives, all MLAs and MPs would be present for this meeting, and this will be also decided that the Supremo, that is Eknath Shinde, how the things and the roadmap would be decided for the future ahead. With this, it's also been known that now Uddhav Thackeray is also conducting meeting at 12 noon, but before that the meeting would be concluded.
Okay, let's in fact listen in to what the MLA Sada Sarvankar actually said about that ongoing meeting of the Eknath Shinde camp in South Mumbai. This is what he had to say.
हम लोग बाला साहब के जो विचार है उनका पूरा अनुकरण करके हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं. हम बाला साहब के विचार के साथ कभी गद्दारी नहीं की. जो अभी आज महाविकास आघाड़ी और सेना के जो पहली सेना, आज की सेना ने उन्होंने जो की वो हमने नहीं किया. और इसलिए हम लोग हमारे शिवाजी पार्क दादर में लगाए बोर्ड है कि ये बाला साहब ने हमें आशीर्वाद पर धनुष्य बांध दी है. हमने उनके जो विचार है वो आगे लेके गए, इसलिए हमें बाला साहब ने ये धनुष्य बांध दिया है. इस तरह के बैनर्स हमने शिवाजी पार्क में भी लगाए हैं.
Arunil, you made a very important point earlier about how important it is now for Uddhav Thackeray to ensure that his faction prevails in this battle for survival, because he is going to file a petition in the Supreme Court where he's going to argue that the cadre of the Shiv Sena, maybe not the MLAs or the MPs, but very much the cadre of the Shiv Sena on the ground, by and large, are still with the Uddhav Thackeray camp. And to actually prove that meeting that's going to take place at 12 is going to be very important.
Well, that is right. In fact, if we look at the technical grounds on which the Uddhav Thackeray camp will be arguing in the apex court, first, they've always been saying that the matter is already been heard in the Supreme Court, and they were expecting the Election Commission not to take a decision before the Supreme Court decides on this crucial matter. However, the EC has decided now the options will be, the Uddhav Thackeray camp has been saying that the Election Commission has only counted the MLAs and the Lok Sabha MPs in this case. They have not considered the Rajya Sabha MPs or the MLCs that are there in the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly. If cumulative amount of all these MLAs and MPs who have stayed with Uddhav Thackeray and the MLCs and Rajya Sabha MPs are taken into consideration, then their numbers are also around 37, and their main local unit of the party still remains with the Uddhav Thackeray camp. So on this basis, they are expected to file a petition in the Supreme Court challenging the order from the Election Commission. One more important update that we would like to give to our viewers is Siddharth, that today CM Shinde is not expected to be in the meeting today at that will be held in South Mumbai. The reason for that is he is in Kolhapur. He will be going to Pune to campaign for the bypolls. Not many leaders will be expected at the meeting that will be held
Okay, that's an important update at the ongoing meeting of the Eknath Shinde camp. The Chief Minister, Mr. Shinde himself, is not present. He's campaigning for a bypoll in Kolhapur.